In these difficult times, America needs a leader they can count on. And that leader is Pope Bob Iger. A Pope Bob Iger presidency means lower taxes, better schools, and Disney Plus for all Americans. He's already in the Vatican. Now, put him in the White House.
Hello, I am Pope Bob Iger. Not only do I want to be Pope, but I want to be your president. Vote for me or the Twitterati will cancel you and everyone you know.
When you cast your vote, vote for the one man who will make America the happiest place on earth. Pope Bob Iger.
I have Baby Yoda's vote. What about yours? I am Pope Bob Iger, and I am approving of this message.
Now, for the first time, you can own your very own Rings of Power. From the Celeborn Smiths, we'll be sending you one per season. Molded to appear forged in the fires of Mount Doom. Made from the finest cubic zirconium, plastic, and metal that isn't measurably radioactive and won't turn your fingers green. Probably. Much. These can now be yours for 5 easy payments of $39.99.99 Elvish runes. Act now, supplies are limited, because once the Dark Lord Sauron takes over, they'll all be gone, and you'll be his slaves. And just remember,
there's a tempest in me,
whose fault this actually is.
And it will not be quelled.
From Marvel Studios. Watch as the Walt Disney Company pays tribute to one of their most beloved stars by not recasting him, and yet somehow still manages to insult his memory by making a lackluster movie where everyone is a walking, talking, living, breathing stereotype. Black Panther 2, Wakanda Forever. See the most advanced civilization on Earth that is rich in the precious metal known as vibranium, a metal that's given its society technological advances, and yet for some reason its army is still fighting with spears. Now they'll face one of Marvel's original villains, Prince Namor, the Submariner.
My enemies call me Namor.
I'm pretty sure it's Namor. If your enemies aren't calling you, then you can thank your phone plan. And doesn't this guy look kind of doughy to be someone who swims all the time? I mean, sheesh. Then Marvel will introduce one of its worst new characters in decades, that they honestly believe is capable of taking the place of Tony Stark.
Walking around here with that ash on your head.
Kevin Feige, if your goal was to save money after She-Hulk and go bankrupt at the same time, then job well done. Starring, nobody really cares anymore. Don't miss the most racist movie in history, Disney Marvel's Song of the South. Phase 4 just keeps getting worse and worse. At this rate, there'll be nothing left when we finally get to the X-Men.
You do not speak into my country and tell me what is fair.
Unknown caller. Spooky. Hello? Velma Dinkley speaking.
Hello, Velma. You like solving yourself a mystery?
Yeah, but I'm actually much more three-dimensional than that. Who is this?
This here Black Shaggy. You made the one black guy a drug dealer and a stoner. You gonna die, bitch.
Jinkies.
From Lucasfilm, the company that has done more to destroy everything you love since your ex-wife got all your stuff in the divorce, comes the series that literally has no stakes because you know the main character has to live long enough just to die at the end of Rogue One. Andor. Meet Cassian Andor, the title character, a space immigrant who grew up on a Lord of the Flies mining planet, who now lives in a junkyard like Fat Albert and the Cosby Kids, with a bootleg version of Wally who gets peed on by a space dog, pig thing, I'm not sure what this animal's supposed to be, and is now on the run after killing 2 guys. Watch as Cassian Andor is hunted by discount Kyle MacLachlan, who's the only American on this show, and for some reason he's been cast as the bad guy. Nice way to be subtle with your subtext there. Now, Cassian Andor must elude security forces by walking, strolling, sauntering, strutting, ambulating. Yeah, I'm running out of synonyms for walking here. Can we get to something interesting, please? Then, after 2.5 episodes, there's finally some action, with a generic shootout in a garage, where pulleys take out more bad guys than the actual weapons do. You know, this show is about a guy who crosses the border illegally, murders 2 people, and is now running from the Federales. Are you sure the Latino community wants to take ownership of this one? Diego Luna stars in the series that is ultimately completely pointless in Dead Man Walking. How is this Star Wars' prestige show? It's quite literally about nothing. At least Seinfeld was about a bunch of neurotic a-holes who were undateable in New York. That was at least something. This guy's just walking around for an hour and a half.
Nobody goes up trail.
Take their wheels and leave them.
Nobody goes up trail.
Take their wheels and leave them.
Hey-ho, Silver, away!
Coming up on the CW, it's prom night, and love is in the air. Until it's time to throw down! Sam and Miguel share a tender moment. But look who's crashing the party! Watch as young couples share a romantic dance. And fight! And dance fight! Be sure to watch an extra special episode of Kung Fu High Prom Night!
Bomb, 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 it's N.A.P.S time. Bomb, 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 Enter Stux. Bomb, 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 Kung Fu High. Bomb, bomb, bomb. Bomb, 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 bomb. WNBC. Bomb, bomb, bomb. Thomas in the morning. Bomb, bomb, bomb. Bob Iger. Bomb, bomb, bomb. Okay, everybody. Hurry, everybody. Thomas in the morning. WNBC. Thomas in the morning. WNBC. 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 Thomas in the morning. WNBC. And it still adjusted my mic. 1, 2, 1, 2. It still adjusted my mic down to 84. I found this stop. No, you are not allowed you are not allowed to adjust my mic. I told you are not allowed to adjust my mic, and you keep doing it. You are very, very naughty. You are a very naughty program. Very naughty. Very naughty. Let me check the settings here. Yeah, this is automatically just mic volume. Yeah, this is. Yeah. Pardon me. How's everybody doing? Thomas in the morning, WNBC. WNBC. So, the cats are doing good. Let's see who's in the chat. First of all, let's see. Sanguine Links is in the chat. Senior 6 is in the chat. Cesar Japan is in the chat. Anubis T800's in the chat. Peg Leg Pete is in the chat. We have JRR24 is in the chat. How you doing? We have Peg Leg Pete is in the chat. How you doing? The cats are doing good. Mecca's doing good. We have 8 people. We have 8 people. I don't have the biggest audience, but I sure as hell have the best looking audience. Yes, we're an hour late. So Mecca had to pick up a new toy and make dinner. If in case you're wondering why she didn't stream it, is because it would literally take longer to set up than it would to make. So what's the point? So anyway, let's check in with the cat cam. Where are they? They're not cooperating. Well, they're around here somewhere. So how is everybody doing? How's your day going? How is everybody on this blessed Sunday? Blessed Sunday. Is that should I say blessed Sunday? It's a blessed Sunday. It is a blessed Sunday. Let Aquaman raise the Titanic. Well, you know what? You can even need all the help you can get. I read that book. That book is great. Did Sabu claim the spot? Yes, he did. Yes, he did. He does. So anyway, you know what? I said to myself, I saw the headlines this morning. Strange New Worlds. Strange New Worlds. Not Strange New Worlds, just Strange Worlds. That's the thing. That's another thing. I'll get to that. I saw it. It's going to lose $147 million to Disney, for Disney. And I said to myself, my God. Oh, my God. This is unbelievable.
I can't believe this. I am shocked. I am agog. I am flabbergasted. My guest is fully flabbered. Which begs the question, what's Strange Worlds? What the heck is this Strange Worlds movie? I have no idea what this is. But apparently it's a bigger bomb than Fat Man or Little Boy or Nagasaki, Hiroshima. Take your pick. Take your pick what as to what it is. Fat Man, Little Boy, the Tsar Bomber. I would like to say, who cares? Disney will be saved by Apple. I don't know. Tim Apple is going to buy Disney. You put all this woke nonsense to rest. Okay. Why are we trying to save? I don't know. Hey, it has to be torn down before it can be rebuilt. Okay. Based on the ads I've seen, it's a world without middle-aged white people. Well, maybe that's why it bombed. Climate change, gay pandering, no advertising bomb. There was that Brianna Wu tweet. It says, "Oh, this is a movie with no white people." I'm like, yeah. Are you going to take ownership of it now that it bombed? I doubt it. So let's take a look at some news items. So let's take a look. It's going to lose 150 million. This is from something called The Week. Now, I don't know what this website is. Yeah. What?
I'll do another video on it tomorrow.
Disney Strange World didn't have much to be thankful for this weekend. The animated film bombed over Thanksgiving weekend with a surprisingly low 5-day total of just 18.6. They were predicting this thing to do at least 40 million, 30 to 40 million, and it did 18. That's an accomplishment. Domestically, among the worst openings Disney animation of recent memory. For comparison, Disney Pixar's The Good Dinosaur was considered a box office disappointment in 2015, and that debuted with 55 million over 5 days. Strange World, which reportedly cost $180 million, is also Disney's second consecutive animated film to flame out the box office after Lightyear bombed. So, what went wrong? What's up, Naranja?
What do they care? We're all a bunch of Insta folks. They want us watching it anyway. Right?
Yeah.
What went wrong is they called us all Insta folks.
Pretty much. So what went wrong? Well, it's worth noting Disney has struggled with animated sci-fi adventure films before. 2001's Atlantis, The Lost Empire, and 2002's Treasure Planet were both box office bombs. Beyond that, some analysts felt Strange World's marketing or perceived lack thereof left much to be desired, suggesting Disney was burying the movie. It also is possible Disney's recent habit of sending animated films to streaming, either instead of a theatrical release only a few weeks after, has conditioned audiences to stay at home and wait for Disney Plus. Well, certainly that's. Listen, if you already have Disney Plus, there's less at stake for you. There's less at stake for you. There's less investment. With trying, you don't have to go. You don't have to load the kids into the car. You don't have to park. You don't have to buy tickets. You don't have to buy popcorn. You don't have to buy drinks. That's at least, if you're a family of, let's say a family of 4, that's at least $150. Yeah. Even with kids tickets, they're gonna want popcorn. They're gonna want soda. They're gonna want snacks. They're gonna want M&Ms. They're gonna want whatever it is. As with Lightyear, there's sure to be a debate over whether the presence of LGBT representation was a factor in the performance. Strange World was Disney's first animated film with a gay lead, a teenager whose crush on another boy is a subplot. Well, I'm pretty sure that didn't help. But it also could be purely the film itself was the problem. As Strange World received weak word of mouth, audiences polled by CinemaScore gave it a B, a lower grade than any modern Disney animated movie. Since 1991, every film from Walt Disney Animation Studios received an A- CinemaScore or higher. In all, it's the kind of box office disaster that might ordinarily put the head of a company under pressure to explain what went wrong.
Though in the case of Disney, Disney CEO Bob Chapek was already fired days before Strange World's release. So
But that was made before he was even the CEO.
Probably. How long before Disney announced Chip and Dale are a couple in a long-term relationship? Yeah, probably. Disney can recoup the cost by releasing it in China. Oh, wait. Is it an achievement? Guess James Cameron said, hold my beer for Avatar 2. Here, hold them beer. But everybody is chiming in. People have opinions on this. So people's opinions on this. Strange World. It's set to lose 147 million. Why the theatrical was best decision for Doom Toon, not a Disney Plus release, as Bob Iger takes over from Bob Chapek. Death, taxes, and films that bomb the box office, such as Life in Hollywood. At the end of the day, an estimated 147 million loss is expected for Disney's animation Strange World. Isn't spilt milk to cry over for the entertainment conglomerate? The bombing of the Thanksgiving family title with a $20 million global opening. It didn't even make that much in. It couldn't even make $30 million in a global opening. Imagine that. In the face of Netflix, what?
How many countries has it banned?
Probably quite a few.
All of them, right? Because it's got gay stuff.
Yeah, probably. In the face of Netflix's theatrical experiment with Glass Onion Knives Out Mystery, with $113 million, $43 million over 5 days, has prompted discussion this weekend as to what's really prime for theatrical and what's ideal for streaming. No question about it, Netflix is leaving money on the table in their $400 million plus investment in Knives Out franchise. Why is Knives Out a franchise? Because we had to keep Rian Johnson busy so he wouldn't make another Star Wars movie? Before 7/23 streaming drop. However, Disney aren't idiots for committing to a global theatrical release, even if it's not full, for Strange World, which will debut on Disney Plus around Christmas. Why Disney did go theatrical on a movie they knew had a bad audience diagnostics and not streaming. I spoke with someone who saw Strange World in an earlier test screening back in August, who believed Disney should have held the movie. Why didn't Hocus Pocus 2 go theatrical, given massive eyeballs on Disney Plus and cult fandom? Why did Disenchanted, a sequel to the 3 times Oscar-nominated $340 million grossing global hit, go streaming?
Hocus Pocus 2 was awful.
It was. It absolutely was. Disney hasn't commented on whether there's less movies going straight to Disney Plus as Iger takes over. Feeling by industry sources is that more expensive theatrical movies will go theatrical, and significantly lower budgeted ones without any big screen potential will make their way on the service. No more opulent feature stunting to get subscribers is the sense we're getting, which is similar philosophy to that of Warner CEO David Zaslav in regards to feature films and HBO Max. Disney's pivot to Iger pushing out of Chapek and Daniel is a sign to many that the entertainment conglomerate now, wants to appease Wall Street's appetite for profits from streamers, not from subscription counts.
So that means they spelled it so wrong, autocorrect couldn't figure it out.
Probably. So he probably wrote it on his phone. So if Disney's new Strange World with its problematic title was a dud, why did it not go straight to streaming? Disney has had a history of launching family animated title over Thanksgiving. Audiences come to expect that. That alone is a significant reputation value to Disney and meeting their fans' demands. Had Disney pulled another movie from the theatrical schedule and sent it to streaming, a standard Chapek move, especially at Thanksgiving, there would be a great uproar from exhibition, and they've already had their share of punches in subtracting Mulan, etc., from the release schedule. Not to mention their controversial day and date experiment with Marvel's Black Widow. Black Widow was a terrible movie. Black Widow was just bad. Had Disney's Strange World gone straight to Disney Plus, it would have been a PR nightmare for the studio, particularly in the wake of Chapek's Florida Don't Say Gay quagmire. A strict Disney Plus release for Strange World would indicate that the Burbank, California studio is giving lesser release, a lesser profile for a big movie with a gay character versus a global theatrical launch. So they wanted to appease the Twitter check marks is what it is. They wanted to appease. Yeah. That's what this is looking like. They wanted to appease the check marks.
Well, this is why everybody's upset that Elon Musk has it, because it exposes how many of them are bots.
Yeah. I know. So, okay, where was I? Okay. In addition, a straight to Disney Plus theatrical release. No, straight to Disney Plus release for Strange World would be a continued slap in the face to its animation team, which have seen years and years of their life's work intended for full theatrical go streaming, i.e. Pixar's Soul, Turning Red, Luca, and Disney's Raya the Last Dragon. The return of Iger is also intended to boost Disney's creatives' morale in the wake of the binary and bean-counting Chapek era. An era who one former Disney bigwig told me was known as the Swiss Army knife of executives at the company, able to make a profit at whatever division he took charge of. So Iger was pretty much just he was the Ken Phelps of Disney. So if people don't know that, Ken Phelps was touted as this great hitter in Seattle, and the Yankees got him, and he never panned out. Never turned out to be the guy they said he was. There's the joke in Seinfeld. How could you trade Jay Buhner? He batted 320 on an arm like a cannon. Yes, I know, but my baseball people told me Ken Phelps. While Netflix will surely spur excitement towards its December 23 release of Knives Out, the real barometer of the pick's success on the service isn't viewership, but in recent retention and addition of subs in the wake of the Rian Johnson directed sequel's release. What Netflix won't have money-wise in its release of Glass Onion, looking through a glass onion, are robust home entertainment downstream revenues in global home entertainment, global free and paid television. Financial analytics tell Deadline those ancillaries alone, including streaming revs, what are streaming revs? Stream revenues. Why did it take me? Why did I blank on that? I don't know. Are expected to bring Strange World closer to 90 million, and that's off global box office failure of 85 worldwide. Combined production and worldwide marketing costs of 274 million. You spent 274 million promoting this thing?
I've never heard of it. I thought it was the one with the unicorns knocking over the trash can.
Now this goes on and on.
Strange New Worlds. I mean, it sounds too much like the Star Trek show that's out.
So this goes on and on. So what we're able to glean from this is that it seems that they got caught flat-footed. They had a movie they didn't know what to do with, that nobody wanted to see, that wasn't good.
That might be good.
So, what if it is good? I'll give it a watch. Listen, it's not. Yeah, it's on. Yeah, we can watch it if we want. And listen, I'm not. What comes up? Strange World, Strange New World, Strange Friends, Strange Nature, Strange Angel, Strange Circus, Strange Brew. Watch that instead. So essentially,
watch it if it's bad.
Yeah.
We'll give you a review either way. Strange Brew.
Star Trek Strange New World is better than Strange World, right? I don't know. I don't think so. Did it have explosions? Probably not, but I don't think there was any karate in it either.
So is Gay Boys making out again?
Pretty much. Oh look, we are so gay. We're so gay.
You're just a homophobe if you don't want to watch gay people making out
Yes, I know. Oh, you're so homophobic.
People making out anymore either. I'm old. I'm tired.
I just want to see I just want to see hot chicks make out these days. That's all. And Star Trek already did that, and much better.
It's okay to say it too. It's okay to be like, yeah, I just want.
See chicks make out.
Yeah.
Oh boy. So anyhow.
Dishes with mac and stuff.
Yeah, dishes.
I'll put up my tablet so clean up. I'm cleaning up dinner, sorry. More cake or pie.
Blah 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 blah. Pardon me. So anyhow, what am I saying? I don't even know.
Ask them, put a poll in chat. Cake or pie?
Cake or pie? Can I do? I don't think I could do cake or a poll here.
Well, you gotta do it in the other thing.
Yeah, I got to do it from the other thing. It's a wonderful day for pie.
You can do it from the tablet.
Yeah, okay. I can do it here.
Ooh, wow. Oh, that's doing better than I thought. 400.
Mm-hmm.
Watch my new video. I did a rant on
Yes,
this.
yes.
I edited it mostly myself,
Yes.
like 50% of it.
Yes.
Well, the first half.
Yeah.
The first half of it. It's all me. It's no Rob.
Let's see. All I got to do from the
You
content
guys already
page.
watched it.
Got to do from the content page, huh?
No, you go to go do it. No, go where you're at.
What?
Go where you're at.
Hold on.
Yeah, click that.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, and go into your chat. Create a poll.
Okay.
Engage with your audience.
Oh, that's how you do
Start a
it.
poll or a Q&A. Pie or cake? Which one do you like?
Which do you prefer? Pie? Cake. Ask the community. Okay, here we go. And we got a poll. Then we got a poll. Which do you prefer, pie or cake? Death cake. Actually, the red velvet cake's just. Maybe I gotta make coffee myself. So anyway, so Strange New World is Strange World is not doing well. I think it's time we check in on with the cat cam. Yeah, they're over there. Yes, they're over there. Cat cam. Cat cam. Cat cam. Let's check in with the cat cam. So there they is. There they are. There they is. There they be. And the other one is just on the other side of the chair. There's my brand new New York Giant hat. I bought a new hat and did them no good. They still got beat by the cowpokes.
Oh, they played the cowgirls?
Yes. So there's Naranja hanging out with his. So far, we have Pie is taking a firm lead with 67% to 33%. This is after 3 votes. So here we go. There's Naranja. He's being a good boy. Naranja, buddy. He doesn't know what's going on. He's a good boy. He's a good boy. He's a good boy. Such a good boy. He's a good boy. Oh, you're 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 a good boy. He's a dog, not a cat. He's a cat, not a dog. He's a cat, not a dog, which only means one thing. He's not trying hard enough. He's not trying hard enough. Deion Sanders seems to have been on Twitter bitching about waiting for his Pope yes order. Oh. Well, let's go straight to the top. Yes, Deion Sanders, he's going to wait a lot longer. I'm going to wait until he can actually make a tackle on his own. Oh, I am such a naughty Pope. Oh, yes. Deion, the Hall of Fame called. They said your credit card couldn't cover the tickets. And that's the only way you're getting in. Deion Sanders, Pope Bob Iger. I am live, aren't I? Is he in the Hall of Fame? Yes, Sanders going to the Hall of Fame. Yes, he's in the Hall of Fame. Darn, why is he in the Hall of Fame? He's not. He's an over. Deion Sanders was terrible. It wasn't a terrible player. It was overrated, and that's the only time I'll ever use that word. Deion Sanders is overrated as a player. He couldn't tackle. He could not tackle. Guys ran right over him. Unfortunately, it inspired a lot of generation of players to say, "Oh, well, you can't tackle." Well, Deion didn't know how to tackle. I saw numerous times. He was the last guy between the ball carrier and the end zone, and the ball carrier would just run right over him. So we have, let's see, the poll is tightening. Cake is now in the lead with 57% to 43%. So Cake is climbing back into this. And make sure I'm muted. So okay, so I said, let's go on to another thing here. Let's go on to the superhero SmackDown. Let's see, where the heck is it? So the superhero SmackDown. So I told everyone, Zabu, what are you doing? What are you doing, knucklehead? Yeah, okay, well, this deserves a camera moment here. So what are you doing, you knucklehead? What are you doing? Zabu, I found a bag and I'm laying in it. Okay. Well, you don't eat it. I make no promises. So okay. I said not that long ago that Disney probably doesn't have the rights to Namor. So they had to make him 25% different. Wow, look who was right. Disney legally blocked from making Namor movie after Black Panther 2. Oh, I seem to recall somebody saying that. Oh, you know who that someone was? Me. Marvel Studios revealed that it is blocked from making a solo movie entered. It says entered. Centered. It's centered. Proofread your stuff. On Tanak Huerta's Namor. Or No More. That's not Namor. That's No More. Kukukukukan. From Black Panther 2, Wakanda Forever. Huerta's MCU villain has quickly picked up steam as one of the fans' Phase 4 favorite newcomers. Black Panther 2's Submariner. He's not the sub. They don't call him the Submariner. They don't call him the Submariner in Wakanda Forever. They don't call him that. Right, buddy? The cat agrees. As we have a fan favorite one, damn it. We'll expect the next step to be a solo film for the character. Well, it might not be so simple, as Universal retains the rights to the character, similar to Mark Ruffalo's Incredible Hulk. It seems this tangled web of rights management affected how Wakanda Forever could be marketed before release and the potential for a standalone movie centered on the character. Well, it's not a good version of this character. Marvel Studios producer Nate Moore. I'd rather see a movie with Nate Moore, actually. My enemies call me Nate Moore. Revealed that as part of the complicated rights situation surrounding Namor, it's blocked from making a Namor movie after Black Panther Wakanda Forever. In the same breath,
Speaking with the rap, Moore said Tenoch Huertas, Namor, or No More, can return to the MCU, but it cannot be by the way of a standalone film centered on the character. In the same breath, he added that Marvel Studios was not allowed to use the Black Panther 2 villain as part of the film's marketing strategy campaign unless it was also part of a series of posters. The character appeared on his own only a few times in the lead up to the film, but they were all part of a collection of character posters for every major player in the MCU epic. This is hardly an epic. I guess he's got a bone through his nose. Come on. You don't understand. It's part of Aztec. No. It just looks bad. Moore told the outlet that the right situation with the character affects more how they market the film rather than how they use him in the film. It honestly affects us more, and not to talk too much out of school, which means he has to talk to the lawyers first, but how we market the film than it does in how we use them in the film. He noted that there weren't really any things they couldn't do, which helped because they took a ton of inspiration from the source material. There weren't really things we couldn't do with from a character perspective for him, which is good because clearly we took a ton of inspiration from the source material. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. You didn't take a ton of it. No, you didn't. As someone who's read the freaking Namor comics, the Submariner comics, you didn't. I say you didn't. We also made some big changes to really anchor him in that world in a truth that publishing never really landed on. Well, it was diverse. Is that it? I would argue in a big way. More praise Wakanda Forever for director Ryan Coogler for his take on not just the character of No More, but the underwater world around him and how he skirted around legalities. I've read every Namor comic ever written. I doubt you have. And I love them, but but the world of Atlantis is a little vaguely drawn. It's maybe kind of Roman, maybe. Yeah, it's kind of Roman, maybe, because Namor is Roman backwards. And so Ryan is such a detail-oriented filmmaker that he wanted to anchor into something that he felt as tangible and as real as hopefully Wakanda fuels for people. And I think there was nothing from a business side anyway that was preventing us from doing that, which is great. What is the Namor MCU's future amid the rights issues? For those who did not know, Namor was actually tangled up in a legal limbo, similarly to the Hulk, and it would be hard to tell seeing how fully fleshed out he is in Black Panther. He's not fleshed out, he's a stereotype. He's a stereotype. However, it will seemingly have an effect on how he's showcased in the marketing materials and the potential of a solo film of his own. But fans should not worry that Universal seems to still own the rights for Namor. Just because the studio is barred from making Namor-focused solo film does not mean Tenoch Huerta's villain will be left by the wayside. Actually, he should be. He wasn't very good. Just look what the MCU has done in similar situation with the Hulk. They have not made a solo Hulk film since 2008, The Incredible Hulk, yet the character has remained intrinsic DNA of the franchise, appearing in a supporting role in 6 Marvel Studio productions over the last decade. And there's some hope that a potential deal could be worked out for another Hulk-sized big-screen blockbuster. And that is likely going to be the case with Huerta's he's not they don't call him the Submariner. They don't call him that. They never mention that. And it's not on the toys. It's not on the toys. They don't call him that. He in the world of Talocan. Oh, Nito, what is that? Okay. Will be heard from again. It might just not be in a way of a standalone movie. Black Panther Wakanda Forever can be seen in theaters worldwide now. But like I said, he's got wings on his feet. He's bone in his nose. It's just... They should have got Jason Momoa to play him, actually. That would have been good, right? Well, they should have got him before Aquaman. Hey, listen, we can't make it. We can't make this movie now, but we would like to know if we can lock you up for a future Submariner movie. And what's he doing? Kitty, hold on. Here. Let me save you the jump. He wants to get down, but I'm going to save him the jump.
There you go, buddy. Because he's a chubby little rascal. He's ugly, yeah. He's so yeah. He's not a handsome guy. He's Cheech. He's freaking Cheech's cousin. Hey, Holmes, how you doing? So, what else did I have to talk about here? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I really am not sure. But that's right. He would be a decent Namor. Oh, their stereotyping is racist. It's empowering. That's right. It's empowering. You know what's empowered? You know what's empowered? And I just want to fill some time. Just want to fill some time here. You know what's empowered? Black Shaggy.
Unknown caller. Spooky. Hello? Velma Dinkley speaking.
Hello, Velma. You like solving yourself a mystery?
Yeah, but I'm actually much more three-dimensional than that. Who is this?
This here Black Shaggy. You made the one black guy a drug dealer and a stoner. You gonna die, bitch.
Jinkies.
Jinkies. Jinkies. I'm gonna have so much fun dubbing over all Black Shaggy's freaking. Oh God. I had so much fun doing that. You're gonna die, bitch. All right. So Namor sucks. No more sucks. It's not Namor. That's no more. My friend enemies called me no more. All right, buddy. Okay, listen. I'm a little light on material. It's
Andor.
Oh God, Andor. See that? I almost forgot. I almost forgot. See that's how interesting Andor is, though. A little update on the poll. Cake is in the lead with 62% to 38%, with 13 votes clocking in. So you still got time to vote. The new Shaggy is not going to be a stoner. He's going to be the brains of the operation, the voice of common sense. You'll be in dub heaven. Oh God, you got it. Yeah, you know. So Andor. So let's take a look here. Andor finale offers reveal a path forward for Star Wars. No, it really didn't. It did not. And before I disagree completely with this, I'd like to say that I respect Robert Meyer Burnett a great deal. And I respect his opinion. He's a very intelligent man. He knows more about filmmaking. And he's probably forgotten more about filmmaking than I'll ever know. However, I fundamentally disagree with him about Andor. I have my reasons. Andor, I thought was a complete bore. I did not enjoy Andor. Angry Joe liked Andor. Well, listen, it's Eddie Murphy's cracker all over again. When you're starving, if somebody throws you a cracker, of course you're going to say that's the best cracker you've ever had. Yeah, we've been getting crap Star Wars for over a decade now. The first thing that's halfway decent, the Andor. This is the first thing that's half that. This and the Mandalorian, and after the abominations that were Boba Fett and Obi-Wan, oh my God, after those two, somebody say my name. No, I didn't say your name, Reva. Yes, you did. You said Obi-Wan. I'm gonna find you. Okay, Reva. But Obi-Wan proved after Boba Fett, Obi-Wan proved to the world, to people who ask, could Star Wars get worse? And the answer to that was a resounding yes. Star Wars could and did get worse. Now, this whole thing about, oh, well, this is the adult version. No, it's not. It's not the adult version of Star Wars. This is the adult version of Star Wars, like DC is the adult version of superhero movies. You think it's adult because it looks different, it sounds different, it feels different, but underneath, it's still the same old crap. Pardon me. Ultimately, what has Star Wars given us in the last decade that is worthwhile other than Baby Yoda? It hasn't given us anything. Even Baby Yoda's worn out his welcome. No, seriously, I'm getting tired of seeing Baby Yoda stuff.
I've got the license when I haven't even unpacked him. He's just up in my closet.
And you know how much that costs?
Collecting value. Well, I'm not
Star Wars.
I love him, but I mean, like, I rather him up there collecting dust.
Yeah. Freaking, I'll tell you what Star Wars has given us. It's given me Reva. I told you not to. Oh yes, it's given you me, Reva. I got struck dead center and survived. Who else can do that? All right. It's enough out of you, Reva. Seriously though, but seriously.
She's the next peg warmer.
I was worried. I was at a store a few weeks ago, and I saw a Reva action figure, and you said, better buy it now because you're not going to be able to find it. And now I'm seeing them everywhere. Oh my God, I've been seeing them everywhere. And I hear the voice. I look at the peg warmers and I go, ree. It's astonishing. It really is. The Reva series will be as strong and independent. Yes. Substance D is in the chat. How you doing, Substance D? I'm gonna find you. But anyway. But the whole thing is, like I said, you're getting sucked in. It's the shiny object. It's a shiny object. And of course, Lucasfilm is elated over this. Why? Why are they elated over this? Why are they elated over? Because it's a diverse cast. Oh, and Kathleen can see this proves that diversity works. No, it doesn't. Because this is going to tank hard in the second season.
People like it, though.
Well, they like it because it feels, like I said, it looks different. It feels different. It's
for the people who kind of like Dune and Blade Runner.
It's
sort of story style, which is great if you do.
Which reminds me of what we used to say, like teachers would say to us. No. Don't read anything you enjoy. No, more Dickens, more Shakespeare, more Arthur Miller. You're not learning anything unless it's slow, tedious, and boring. When Andor was announced in 2018, it was just a number of Star Wars series in the works for fledgling streaming service Disney+. 4 years later, in an age of multiple Star Wars series arriving annually, Season 1 of Andor managed to raise the bar for what a Star Wars show could be by carving out its own corner of the galaxy, one that always existed, but hadn't been fully explored until now. There's a reason why it wasn't explored. And that reason is nobody cared.
It could also offer a path forward for Lucasfilm by proving audiences will embrace storytelling moves beyond the mythos of the Skywalker saga. Oh, but ultimately, it comes back to the Skywalker saga. Ultimately, it comes back to that because everything else, nobody gives a shit. Before the series, audiences knew Cassian Andor, Diego Luna from Rogue One, as a dedicated rebel captain who gives his life for one thing that could turn the tide of their fight, Death Star plans. The Cassian we meet at the start of Andor is a very different kind of rogue. Yeah, he's a guy. He's an illegal immigrant who crosses the border and kills 2 people. Again, way to lean into those stereotypes. He's selfish, pessimistic, and wants nothing to do with either side of the brewing conflict. Over the course of Andor's first season, audiences see the evolution. He really didn't grow his character. He really didn't grow as a character.
I think he realized that he has to fight, though. Or did he? I don't know. Did he realize he had to fight?
No, he wanted no. He still wanted no part of it.
He heard his mom's speech, though. Would he change his mind at
I guess. He really was still wanted no part of it.
Well, maybe
he wanted. He wanted to go into hiding.
Yeah, he wanted to go into hiding. Well, he wanted to go back and say goodbye to his mother.
He wanted to say goodbye to his mother at the funeral. Criminal man looks more like a ruthless liberal leader they remember. More importantly, viewers see what it took for Cassian to ultimately devote his life to rebellion. The decision he would have scoffed at earlier, he still doesn't want anything to do with it. And while Star Wars always had the means for nuanced, complex stories, and peeling back the layers of the Empire's oppression and the rebellion's sacrifice, Andor gets the franchise there in a way previous projects never have. Oh, God. Not necessarily to put Jedi and Sith, but Star Wars have a universe that can be exploited. Star Wars bar couldn't be much lower before Andor for it to raise. Remember in Rogue One, he said he was in the rebellion since he was a kid. In the show, he wanted no part of it. It was a scammer. Well, again, they don't know their internal continuity. In a franchise known for historically righteous take on good versus evil, and how the former will always triumph over the latter, Andor uncovers the kind of Star Wars story, different kind of Star Wars story. Andor looks through the eyes of the unchosen ones, the people who live under the oppression of the Empire, day in and day out, the ones without connection to the Jedi or Skywalker or Solo. Through Cassian's eyes, we see the Empire and the rebellion for what they truly are. The Empire, a greater, more calculated evil than a gang of bumbling stormtroopers. In the rebellion, an organized effort, far more complicated than just the good guys. They are willing to do whatever it takes, even means sacrificing their own goodness in the process. At the close of the finale, Cassian propositions rebel mastermind Luthen Rael, Stellan Skarsgård, with 2 options: kill him or let him join the rebellion. It brings his character season 1 journey full circle and inches him that much closer to the Cassian Andor that steals the Death Star plans with Jyn Erso, Felicity Jones. I'm not buying this. Cassian doesn't join up with the cause for the sake of goodness. He does it because it is necessary. At this point, he's committed a murder, pulled off a significant Imperial robbery, and been thrown into a brutal labor prison. He's led a mass prison breakout and later finds to find his friends at home suffering the consequences of his actions. It leaves Cassian with no other choice but to fight back. It's a choice that he feels real, the kind of breaking point that only surfaces after a life spent under unrelenting thumb of the Empire. But he doesn't. How much longer is this? How much longer? I'm not buying this. I am not buying this. I don't buy this one bit. And neither is anybody else because nobody is watching this. Nobody watched Andor. Nobody watched Andor. Well, some people watched it.
A couple of pretty speeches don't make it. A couple of pretty speeches don't make it any more adult or whatever. It is kind of sad to see the robot who misses Andor's mom. That's kind of sad because you can kind of picture the cat doing the same thing.
Yeah, he misses his mom.
Yeah,
Where is he?
he's sleeping. He's happy though.
I hope so.
Oh no, the cat's happy. The cat is happy. He's got his pals. He's got Treatos. He's got a bed.
A lot of beds to sleep in.
A lot of beds to sleep in. So let's get. So by the way, Pie has pulled ahead of Cake, 52-48.
You can change the. You can change them out too.
Well, no, huh? I know, but we're gonna keep going. But when Rogue One hit theaters, it achieved critical and fan acclaim, making itself the most universally loved Star Wars film to date. It was different, it was gritty, and everyone dies at the end. It made the events in Episode 4, 5, and 6 that much more meaningful. Andor achieves. I got to trim this nail. Andor achieves a similar feat, building off Rogue One's darker tone. The series not only adds the greater content and significance to the events to come, but it also sets the stage for more projects of the same timber in the Star Wars galaxy. While there will always be a place for Jedi-centric stories or love for the adorable Grogu-like creatures, perhaps Lucasfilm is ready to get ruthless. No, they're not. No, they're not. And I'll tell you why. One word. The Acolyte. That's right. It's 2 words. But I'm treating it as 1 word. Leslie Headland's Acolyte series is going to be a debacle.
She doesn't know how to do anything.
No.
She doesn't know anything about Hollywood.
Perhaps Lucasfilm is going to take bigger leaps and greater risks. Perhaps the Skywalker-focused movies or the Marvel Cinematic Universe formula isn't necessarily the way forward. Perhaps the path ahead is greater focus on unique standalone stories that enrich the universe in their own ways. As for Season 2, which will conclude the series, Gilroy is already at work on 12 episodes that will bridge the gap into Rogue One. So we're getting one. They're getting one more season.
Why?
It was this reason. So they could bore us again.
That's fine. I'll play Pokemon on the side.
Again, this is Eddie. Does Rogue One need a prequel? Rogue One is the prequel. We're getting prequels to the prequels now.
Does Rogue One? Did you really ask that?
Senior 6 does Rogue One need a prequel?
Oh, I thought it was in the article.
No.
Because that would be something that the article writers would pass.
I mean, we didn't even get the lesbian scene they kept hinting at after Season 1 in Andor. No, they cut it. They made it enough just so they could cut it out for China.
Who were gay? Who was gay?
To 2 of the chicks and the blonde chick and the other chick.
Mama?
No, that would be she'd be making MILF porn.
She'd be making sister porn with her cousin or whatever. Cousin porn.
Cousin porn. Yeah, it's not. I think it's. Listen, this is all going to unravel. There's that douchebag Trevor Noah. Yeah. My time is up. I don't understand. So like I said, it takes forever. Andor takes forever to get going, and then when it finally gets going, it leaves us sort of with an empty feeling. Like, really, that's what we waited for? KK started singing, yeah. Andor is, like I said, it's for people who thought Batman versus Superman was deep. Martha! Why is he calling his mother Martha? Save Martha!
Save my mom.
Save Martha!
Which one?
Which one? Oh, why did you say Martha? Oh, God.
What the fuck old are these superheroes?
I don't know.
Washington or something? Who's named Martha?
Martha!
Who's named Martha? There's nothing. Martha Stewart. Old ladies are Martha.
I know, yeah. Well, anyway. And the ranch is sleeping, so not much going on with the cat cam. So anyway, I don't remember the name of the new empire. They're the Empire. Was it the First Order or whatever? What that was their name?
Yeah.
First Order. First what?
New World Order.
First Order and the Resistance. What are they resisting? Oh, it's 50-50. It is 50-50. The poll is now 50-50. With 22 votes in. Batman, one weakness, the name Martha. Yeah. England versus World Cup is loser keeps Trevor Noah. And they tied. Oh, because that's, yeah. Yeah. All right, everyone. Time to go over some time for sports. Sports. As Crendor would say. Crendor, how you doing? Sports. So let's go over your Week 12 NFL scores because it's my show and I can do whatever the hell I want. Damn it! So we got Week 12 scores: Bills at the Lions on Thanksgiving Day. Bills over the Lions 28-25. Yo, New York Football Giants losing to the Dallas Cowpokes 28-20. The Patriots over the Vikings. The Vikings over the Patriots, rather. Reverse that. 33-26. Texans and the Dolphins. Texans losing to the Dolphins 30-15. Bengals over the Titans. We have Panthers over the Broncos. The Bears losing to the Jets of all things. The Washington people, collective of people engaging in football-like activities, because we can't say Redskins anymore. And I refuse to say Commanders. 19-13. The Browns over the Buccaneers, 23-17. Jaguars over the Ravens, 28-27. Raiders over the Seattle Seahawks in OT, 40-34. Chargers over the Cardinals, 25-24. The 49ers shutting out the Saints, 13-0. Chiefs over the Rams, 26-10. Eagles take on the Packers later tonight in the late game. And tomorrow, your Monday night matchup, the Colts taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Chef Nation, let's go Colts. There you go. So now I just want to play the Arkham trilogy. Yeah, the Arkham trilogy is badass. The Arkham trilogy is badass. The best. That's probably the best. Those are the best Batman movies in years. The Arkham video game trilogy, you know? All right. So there's your sports scores. Let's see if we have some animal news. Do we have animal news? Did I get sent any animal news? Aminal news, aminal news, aminal news, aminal news, aminal news, aminal news. Okay, so this is actually a very very interesting subject because does Rob watch FIFA Qatar tournament or does Rob talk about American football? I talk about American football.
The rats.
I talk about American football.
Rats in Northern
Mm-hmm.
India. Yeah, that one.
Yes, I do. I don't know much about the European style football, except you play it with your feet, as Letterman used to say. Johnny Unitas, yes, Johnny U. Okay, so I am, as everybody knows, listen, I am not a user. I don't use, but I am in favor of marijuana legalization. But unfortunately, there's an incident in India that may have set the movement back a bit. So we're going to take a look here. Oh, I picked up the wrong thing. Rats in northern India have been accused of eating hundreds of kilograms of cannabis seized from drug dealers and stored in a police warehouse. So don't they always say rats have the best stash? Rats blamed for eating 500 kilograms of cannabis stored by India police. New Delhi. Rats in northern India have been accused of eating hundreds of kilograms of cannabis seized from drug dealers and stored in police warehouses. Rats are small animals, and they aren't scared of the police, noted a court in the city of Mathura, Uttar Pradesh. After hearing that local police were unable to furnish almost 200 kilograms of confiscated cannabis that was supposed to be used as evidence in a recent case. Court documents said the police had been asked to provide 386 kilograms of cannabis, but the prosecution flagged to the court that more than 700 kilograms of marijuana stored in various stations across Mathura could be impacted by the rat infestation. And this was allegedly not the first time the rats had struck. The judge hearing the case cited Mathura police as blaming the rodents for destroying a total of more than 500 kilograms of cannabis that had been seized in various cases and stored in the city's Shergar, and highway police station. The court then laid down guidelines for the police to auction or dispose of the cannabis. There's a rat menace in almost all police stations. Hence, necessary arrangements need to be made to safeguard the cannabis that has been confiscated, the court document said. However, accounts regarding the exact sequence of events that followed the rats' alleged consumption of the cannabis appeared to be a little hazy. Speaking after the court case, Mathura City Police Superintendent Martand Prakash Singh told CNN that the cannabis had been destroyed by rains and flooding and not by the rats. Looks like there's some impropriety. There was no reference to the rats in the report submitted to the court. The police only mentioned that the seized cannabis was destroyed in the rains and flooding, he said. If the rats are guilty as charged, they might now be taking things easy. Yeah, if the rats are taking things easy. They ate the cannabis and they're like, hey, dude. So they're couch locked. A 2016 study by the University of British Columbia found the main psychoactive ingredient in marijuana made rats lazy. It makes humans lazy too. Researchers trained 29 rats to perform an experiment in which the rodents had to choose between a simple or more difficult task to earn treats. The rats typically chose the harder and more rewarding task. But after being given marijuana, the same rats picked the easier task. So rats get lazy after getting high. Some chill rat. Those are some chill rats. Isn't pot legal now? Well, probably. Pot is legal in a lot of states now. I think in 20 states now. Let's bring up the marijuana legalization map. How many? Okay, let's see. By states, it is legal in. Oh wow! Actually, quite. No, not in Texas. Quite a few. Let's see. Medicinals, legal status. But it says mixed status in Alabama. It's legal in Alaska? Really? It's not legal in Hawaii.
Yeah,
mixed.
what else are you gonna do up there?
Okay, going now. It's fully legal in Alaska, Arizona, California, Colorado, Connecticut, District of Columbia, Idaho. Idaho has legal weed. Illinois, Kansas, Maine, Massachusetts, Michigan, Montana. It's legal in Montana. Nebraska, Nevada.
Well, Montana, it's just like right next to the border of Canada.
Yeah, New Jersey, New Mexico, New York, North Carolina, Oregon, Rhode Island, South Carolina, Vermont, Virginia, Washington, and Wyoming. Wyoming has legal weed. So, look where it's not legal. Texas. So look where it's not legal. Mixed, CBD only. View state laws. So mixed. So fully legal.
One of those CBD laws, though, there's a loophole where you can get actual cannabis gummies,
Mm-hmm.
where if you have like 20-1.
Georgia, it's not mixed.
So that's what Tommy John sells, those 20-1 gummies.
So we're looking at legalization pretty much. The Dakotas are not legal. Minnesota's mixed. You think Minnesota would be legal? Well, Minnesota's probably going to be legal soon. Minnesota is view state laws. Minnesota is illegal by Senate kills cannabis legalization. Election day will determine future. Okay, how did it pan out? Minnesota. Did Minnesota legalize weed? Just now I'm going down a rabbit hole.
Yes.
Legalize weed. Tim Walz is already planning for a marijuana legalization victory with Democrat. First bills to pass. Oh, looks like they're gonna. Yeah, the governor is gonna put it to the legislature. Tim Walz is already. Minnesota Governor Tim Walz, Democrat, is already planning for marijuana legalization victory with Democrat newly in control of the legislature, saying it will be one of the first bills to pass in 2023. According to former Governor Jesse Ventura, who says the incumbent called him to chat about the implications this week of the election results. So Minnesota is probably going to legalize it. Texas probably is most likely not going to legalize it ever. Yeah, because of my freedom. Freedom. Connecticut, the most uptight state in the union. I say, those hippies are going to come here and smoke that marijuana. We can't have that now, can we? No, we sure can't. All right, Steve Botham, well, have a good night. Hawaii's medical only. CBD oil, IIRC is okay in certain situations. You can get fined for $1,000 to smoke weed in the MGM hotel room. Boo.
Like, it's all hotel rooms if they catch you.
Yeah, that's all hotels, pretty much. So
you're just smoking on the strip. Everybody is.
Yeah. All right, everybody. So the marijuana movement going ahead in New York. Is it legal in the UK? Is marijuana legal in the UK?
Only in Canada.
Is pot legal in the UK? Cannabis is illegal to possess, grow, distribute, and sell in the UK. It's a Class B drug. Oh yeah, it's still illegal. All right, it looks like it's gonna be legal nationwide at some point.
In a few years.
A few years. I mean, North Dakota.
They'll need the revenue somehow.
Yeah, they'll need the revenue.
They'll see how the other states do it. Be jealous.
That's what was always the thing I used to say to anybody who was anti-pot. So listen, I'm not a pot smoker, but legalize it for God's sake. We don't need to be locking people up or fining people for having it. Oh, but it's gonna be sold to kids. No, it won't. They can't get into dispensaries. Oh, but I don't want it in my neighborhood. Well, the place I've been to was in a nice neighborhood. I don't want it near a school. It was near a school. It was literally next door to a school.
Yeah, in Niwot, Colorado. This teeny little town right in the foothills of Boulder.
Literally next door to a school. I don't get it. I don't get what the. Again,
Kids see liquor stores. They see dispensaries. There's no difference.
There is a lot of people. It's the drug lobby doesn't want. A lot of times it's the alcohol lobby too. The alcohol distributors don't want to leave because they're afraid it's going to cut into their profits. But people get high and they drink. They tend to drink more.
It does cut into a lot of, like, you hear all the time people who are like, they were on actual drugs from the doctors, they're on the opium that the doctors were prescribing.
They're on
on
opiates, yeah. And then they go on. Then they go on.
Then they go on the weed.
Yeah, and then they go on weed, and they actually benefit more from it.
Mhm.
Now they say, oh well, but there's studies now. It could damage your lungs from smoking it. Well, take edibles.
Yeah, take edibles. Vape instead.
Yeah, you be careful. Just be careful about how much you use. My mom wanted to try it. She says, "Oh, I'd like to try it, but I'm afraid to." I was like, "Mom, you'll get a little happier. You'll eat a little more. That's all." We wanted to get weed, legal weed, medical marijuana for my dad when he lost his appetite. He stopped eating. He stopped eating. We wanted to get. I said to his doctor, "Can we try medical marijuana?" I don't want to talk about that. I don't want to talk about that. Why not? Let's try it.
Because they want to usher people out.
I don't know. Well, that was one thing. Yeah, I keep thinking, what if now? What if? Because that was the thing. He literally lost his appetite and sent his heart into an arrhythmia. All right. Well, anyway. Okay, everybody. So that is the show for this week. Let's check back in on the cat cam. Before one last time, we're gonna check in. He's seepies. Look, he's seepies. He's seepies. So he's a big boy. Jinx, buy me a Coke.
Big boy.
Nuanja. Don't bother, sweeping. All right, everybody. So there is Agent Orange Cat. He's doing well. He's a big boy. He had poopy butt the other day. Wasn't his fault. It happens. So he had poopy butt. We had to clean him off. He got scared.
14.
All right, everybody. That does it for our show this week. I'd like to thank everybody for joining us. Because without you, let's take one last check of the poll. Cake is on top, and Cake is the winner. 54 to 46%. So Cake wins this round, but Pie will have its revenge. So, would you think you would think drugs are human right in 2000? Yes, thumbs up the stream. Yes, stream. Thumbs up. Well, yeah, okay. Thumbs up the stream.
You don't like
Everyone, have a good rest of your day. Have a good rest of your evening. Have a good tomorrow. Have a good Monday. Have a good week. No drinking, no driving. Take care of yourselves and each other. We want to see you back here next week. And everybody, go out there and go spread some positive energy. Okay, we need more positive energy. Everyone wish everybody a happy belated Thanksgiving. And for our international viewers, just have a good weekend. We give thanks no matter where you go. And everybody, we will catch you next time.